Your time starts now.
Whew. Aaron, when did the Exodus happen?
Excuse me?
When did the Exodus happen? What year?
As far as a distinct timeline, I don't know. I honestly don't know a distinct timeline, nor does that really,
So you have no idea when the Exodus happened?
I mean, I could pull up a chart like you did, those Christian charts, man. I pull one up right now. 1 second. I'll give you a timeline of when this happened, and then we'll just go from there.
When did Jacob or Israel enter Egypt? Do you know the time of that?
No, I don't know the exact time, but I got the
So if you have no idea of the timeline, how do you even know the date was only 215 years? What is the 215 from what to what? Do you even know what your dates are?
Well, I'm going to go back to my slide because I don't have them on the top of my head. So, I mean,
this is how
we can establish it, though.
How can you postulate that sojourn in Egypt was only 215 years if you don't even know when it began and when it started?
No, I'm going to answer you, brother. Don't trip. I'm going to answer you. You had your little timeline charts up that if I ask you,
and you don't have yours,
call them back to memory now, you won't.
Okay, you don't have them, that's fine.
Abram received the promise at age 75. He died at 175.
That's relative
100
chronology.
years spent in Canaan. Isaac had Jacob at 60. Jacob was 15 when Abraham died. So now that equates to 115 years.
Not absolute chronology.
Do you want to hear it, or
no?
Is my answer not good enough for Vocab Malone?
You just pulled up a chart. You don't even know if it's going to agree with you.
Oh, I was going to answer with you, or answer for you, but
if
since you don't like that
literally are pulling
answer,
up a chart in the middle of the debate, you clearly haven't put any forethought into it, so your relative chronology is not going to help you. That's fine.
Okay.
Aaron, can you sight read Greek?
No, I cannot.
Then how do you know the Septuagint is correct?
Because we have tools like the DLB in which you can literally go to any word and make sure that translates the correct way. It's 2022, Malone. Get with the picture.
Who do you think? Do you believe that these websites that you're looking at are made all by Israelites?
No, I do not, brother.
But yet you trust them?
I trust the hermeneutics of what I read.
Is Greek an African, Semitic, or European language?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? Do you know where Greece is?
That's why I'm saying I'm not sure, because I don't. Well, as far as Egypt, biblical Jerusalem, biblical Assyria, maybe even biblical Greece or the start of it. I mean, it's up for question, so I'm not going to throw out anything. I'm okay with saying I don't know.
Greece is. Everyone should probably have some background.
I might not
here.
agree with everybody on it, so
everyone should have some background here. This is because Aaron does not believe Israel is in the Levant. He doesn't believe Assyria is in the Levant. He doesn't believe ancient Babylon is Levant. He believes it's all on the continent of Africa. That's why he can't answer the question straight.
Yes, sir.
Aaron,
kind of like how you can't answer the 400 years in ancient Egypt.
Your whole thesis depended upon a textual variant. Can you tell us one book or one scholar who you trust, who we should look to learn more about textual criticism from your view?
Probably, you know what I'm saying, all the scribes that piece together the Torah and Tanakh, brother. That's all we need. And I only brought
Can you name one of them? Do you know who they are?
I got 40 seconds to answer, brother. Show some decorum. You've done this before, right? Have you done this before, or is this your first time? Because I think I still probably got 30 seconds. So when you use the scribes, in which, you know, we just showed a prophecy that they scribed, which we're seeing comes to life. We use these hermeneutics to establish it. I don't go to who the dudes that you named, Wilkes and Ratcliffe, homie. Those aren't my sources. So
yeah, you don't have any sources, Aaron. What you just named are ancient scribes. The profession of being a scribe is different from textual criticism. Do you even understand? Do you know what the field of textual criticism is?
Sure, vocab.
What is it? How would you define textual criticism?
To me, it's pretty much seeing how our oppressors are the authority right now. Textual criticism would mean them deeming anything they want it to say as the authority. That would be textual criticism in 2022. You don't understand.
You're engaging.
I just told you,
Aaron. You don't understand. You're engaging.
You're not
in textual
the authority
criticism
on what I do and what I don't. As a matter of fact, you can't fight your way out of a wet paper bag on this topic.
You're engaging in textual criticism. Aaron, can you define a variant? Do you know what a variant is?
I just defined to you that your modern terms are authorized by
your people. Do you know what a variant is?
Use what you want to use, brother. Use what you want to use.
I didn't ask you about that. I asked you what a variant is. So you
a variant is. It's what context are you?
If you know what it is,
what context?
At Exodus 12:40, you're staking your whole case on a dubious textual critical claim that the variant found in the translation.
Textual critical claim.
Why are you interrupting me when I'm asking you a question?
Because you're not asking a straight question. Just ask me something that pertains maybe to the 400 years in the historicity of these claims, because you're asking abstract questions in an attempt
these are not abstract
not look
questions.
As crazy as you
these
look.
relate directly to Hebrew grammar and Hebrew manuscripts.
Okay. No. We can have his time back, man. I'm sorry for that.
Yeah,
ask a question, brother. You can have a whole minute or 2 minutes back. That's you. That's 100% you. Going ahead, family. I was out of pocket on that. Go ahead.
In all honesty, what it is this: you're staking your whole claim on a textual critical judgment you're making. Textual criticism doesn't have nothing to do with whatever answer you gave. It has to do with collating different manuscripts and finding what the appropriate reading is when they disagree, because handwritten copies disagree from every text, not just the Bible. Textual criticism is the art and science of which one is the proper reading if they're not the same. The Masoretic text does not have the additional phrase. The Septuagint does have the additional phrase. That additional phrase is what's called a variant. And the way that we determine if it's accurate or not is through the art and science of textual criticism. That's why I'm saying you're banking your whole case on something that is something you're frankly not very familiar with. So it's kind of unfair for you to expect the audience to take your call on this when you can't tell us a scholar or a book who agrees with your assessment. You can't sight read Greek. You don't know what textual criticism is, and you don't know what a variant is, but your whole case is a textual critical case based on a variant.
How are you going to form that into a question, Vocab? I'm sorry, man, but going ahead and ask your question again, seeing how I interrupted it.
Okay.
And I'll answer it.
Can you sight read Hebrew?
No.
That's my last question.
Okay.